Welcome to Does It Matter? A little dose of evolutionary psychology. Very pertinent to today and the gym wars as such, as men and women, thankfully, flood the gyms together in an effort to combat their sedentary lifestyles by working out. Very good thing, we need to do it. But there's been a lot of these gym things posted lately, men looking at women, and guilty as charged. I've looked at plenty of women as they were training in the gym, generally making sure they don't hurt themselves. I've been a fitness instructor and a martial arts instructor for decades, and so generally you're looking out for people in the gym, and people are generally very good in terms of looking out for each other. There's no way of looking out for someone if you don't watch them. So in the gym, you're going to be looked at very often. You're using equipment that other people need to use. You're in the way sometimes because you're doing exercises in between the stations. People are utilising similar equipment, similar stations, people are moving around each other. You can't do any of that safely without looking at each other very frequently. So, ladies, if you're in the gym, there are 999 good reasons why you're being looked at, other than because you're hot. So let's get that out of the way first. You're going to be looked at an awful lot, and most of it is bloody innocent. Okay? It's practical, it's innocent. You need to perhaps take your ego or your vigilance and fear and paranoia, or whatever negative emotion is causing it, you need to take that out of the equation, breathe, detach, and remember, most people are just getting fit. They're just there to get their shit done. They have their own worries, their own struggles, okay? You're not a god or a goddess, you're just a human being like them. They're moving through space, you're sharing space. And once you get that into your head, once you relax and detach, it won't matter whether they're looking at you or not. It won't matter why. You won't care, nor should you, to be blatantly honest. Now, that's just common sense. That's not evolutionary psychology. Here comes the evolutionary psychology, and it's something that hasn't been brought up enough because I guess people are fearful of certain repercussions from it. I don't care. Facts are facts. I like facts. I don't care about people's opinions or hurt feelings. Okay, I care about reality. If I came to the gym in a sprayed on tank top that was literally so tight it was sprayed on, and trust me, I've seen dudes do that. Generally gay more than straight, but yeah, I've seen dudes do that. I've seen some guys do that. It's usually a source of great humour to us. And spray on shorts that again leave nothing to the imagination. Everyone's going to look at you. In fact, all the dudes are going to look at you too, because you're walking around with your bulge out everywhere. You're walking around with your cold nipples sticking out. You look ridiculous as far as a guy. You look ridiculous, and you're going to attract a lot of attention and a certain degree of mockery. Welcome to the real world. If you're a female, it's going to be a little different. Because if you're a female and you're wearing what I have witnessed over and over again in recent years, you're wearing the spray-on activewear. Now, there's plenty of leggings and crop tops that are quite reasonable, and they're good to train in, they're fine. But there's a lot, more often than not, that they're microns thin. And I'm pretty sure I'm not exaggerating by much there. Microns thin, sprayed on. They leave nothing to the imagination. And if you're doing good mornings next to my bench while I'm trying to do flies, making sure I don't kick my legs up and catch the bar, because it can get squeezy in the gym sometimes when it's busy, and your literally naked bum is next to me, flexing, every atavistic gene in my body, in my brain, is screaming, there's a naked woman right next to you, and she's exercising, she's flexing. I want you to think about that for a moment. My brain can't tell the difference between a girl in a pair of spray-on leggings and a crop top and a naked girl. There's almost no measurable difference. Part of my brain is going, there's a naked woman near you. And she's engaged in various motions, some of which look like classic presenting behaviour. If you don't know what that is, Google it. Presenting behaviour is what generally females do across the mammalian species to let a male know that they are open to mating, or at least for the man to do his little mating dance, and then they choose who they want from the male that did the best dance. Okay, and there's a variety of species that are engaged in various dances and strategies and tactics like that, including humans. So I'm getting evolutionary messages, atavistic messages at the deepest level, because someone is naked in the gym, and that naked person is potentially to my atavistic brain, a sexual prospect. So my eyes are going to track. And the minute I'm not concentrating on something, the minute I'm not concentrating on what I'm doing, my eyes will track back to the last thing that my unconscious was screaming about, which was her butt or her boobs or whatever else was attracting my attention, the way she was moving, the way she was presenting. Now, she's not intending to present, she's trying to fucking work out. Fair enough. Beautiful. But she's effectively naked. A lot of girls in the gym are effectively naked. I don't have a problem with that at all. I don't care. Wear what you want. But understand that you are, in some cases, in many, many cases, engaged in presenting movements while you're exercising, and you're damn near naked. What do you think that's going to do to men? Now, men are responsible for ourselves. If I walk over and harass you, I'm a pig and I'm responsible for that. If I stand over you and leer, yeah, that's controllable. I can stop myself from standing over near you, moving too close to you, touching you, leering over you. Having said that, my ability to control how many times I might look at the near naked, beautiful woman training right near me is limited. It is limited. I've literally tracked myself and I can't stop looking sometimes. I'm going to glance over and then go, oh, stop, look away, before you get caught on film and cancelled. But it's going to happen quite often, and she's going to see me do that. She's going to see other guys do that, and if half a dozen guys are glancing over you, that's a lot of attention. Fortunately, a lot of girls seem to like that. That's fine. If you don't like that kind of attention, and it's understandable if you don't, then wear something else. You don't have to. It's not a moral imperative. You're not doing anything wrong by wearing something that is more modest or less modest. It's entirely up to you. There's no moral thing here. It's biology. You will get less attention in less revealing clothing. You will get more attention in more revealing clothing. That just doesn't justify harassment. It doesn't justify any form of sexual harassment whatsoever, but you're going to get looked at a lot. So you have to make a decision as an adult, as a culpable, accountable adult. It's your decision as to what you wear. If I rock up to the gym, unwashed, as a smelly guy, unwashed, in ripped and torn, dirty clothing and bare feet, people are going to look at me, and not approvingly. Okay? People are not going to be happy with me, especially when I'm not wiping down my bench, leaving my smelliness everywhere. People are going to look at me. Now, that's a negative example. But on the other side of it, you're rocking up to the gym smelling fantastic, looking amazing, and then engaging in a whole bunch of, from a male perspective, wonderful exercises, visually wonderful exercises. You're also going to get looked at. Like the big smelly me rocking up in dirty clothing, that's the negative aspect. You're the positive aspect. Sugar and spice and all things nice? Yes. So if you don't want to be seen that way, you have to dress differently. If I want to be seen in a more respectable way, I don't want to have a negative reaction from people, I have to dress appropriately, make sure I'm clean and I'm not smelly. Okay? The power is in your hands as to how you are going to experience the gym. and how you were going to navigate its wonderful environs. Okay? We cannot completely control our responses to you when you are nearly naked. I don't know how much more simply I can put that. No one's going to assault you. Well, they shouldn't. And if they do, and I'm there, then they're going to go to sleep or be removed violently. But looking, too bad. If you're dressed like that, I'm going to look at you a fair bit. So are other people. I'm going to be as discreet and as decent as I can. Having said that, it's not an entirely controllable response. You need to understand that. Okay? Us.